That beat. All right, welcome back to the Clemson Indoor Practice Facility. This week's edition of Tuesday Tiger Talk. Joanne joining us. You guys know who this guy is, I think. He is Brownsville, I think.
Steelerville. Don't you go there, baby. Don't go there. Don't go there.
Ravensville. I almost said something
Joanne?
else, but then he really would have.
This is going to be your last
He would have
video with
jumped
us.
on me. A little bit of a calm day here. Dabo's press conference. I didn't get the feeling that Dabo was uptight today.
No, not at all. It was a very, I guess, comical is the best way to describe it. Dabo told a lot of stories that made us laugh. It was good. Not as much information to come out of it for a guy like me who's got a whole week of stories to write. So that was a little more challenging for me this week. But it was a great press conference, one I think we all enjoyed just listening to it. And the main one was the story that he told about when he knew they were going to smash NC State. It was the Thursday prior to the NC State game, and so they do their Thursdays with Milt Louder, their team psychologist, and Milt on this particular day introduced them to an app called Headspace, and this app is supposed to only 3 minutes where you sit down and you just kind of let everything go, and Dabo went through the whole process, how you have your hands on the ground and your feet, and you feel your feet and you feel your knees and you feel your weight. He went through the whole thing, and so he says, Woody McCorvey, his right-hand man with the Clemson's football program, just sort of took a picture of the whole team doing this meditation, if you will, and everybody's got their eyes closed and everything, and then so he shows Dabo this picture at the end of the thing, and Dabo's like, "Oh, this is great. So if everything goes the way I think it will, I'm going to use this on the Sunday meeting with the team." So of course, we know how it went, 41-7. The Tigers dominated. So Dabo shows the team. He puts it up on the big screen, shows the team. While everybody's doing what they're supposed to for Milt on this team thing, Brent Venables is in the back of the room going through notes, tearing through, writing stuff down, doing this. He's doing everything but the meditation. And he says, Brent ain't got time for headspace.
And Dabo actually told that story in a shorter period of time than Will just did.
It's a hard story to tell. It is but it was a funny story. As I sat and listened to it and watched it, Dabo describe it. We got it on the site. Robert put it on the site. I got a story on the site, so you can go either way to watching this. Read either one.
All right, Joanne, a little more precise. What's something you heard today?
A little more precise. I think I can do that. Well, what I heard was when he was asked about Christian Wilkins, incredible touchdown, like what he thought about that, and he's like, Christian Wilkins is a guy that can do anything. And he's not only can he do everything and anything, but he is willing to do anything. And, as a head coach, you just always appreciate somebody that, has the ability but is willing to do the ability. And he's not scared, to get hurt, even though, he wants to go to the NFL next year, because this is his priority right now, is playing Clemson football.
They asked Adam Choice today about Christian's touchdown and his running back technique there, and Adam said he did it all wrong. He broke down how he was carrying the ball wrong and all that, and said they're going to have to work on Christian during practice. The biggest thing I got out of today's press conference is Clemson is playing the best 2-6 team of all time.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Dabo went on and on. This is not a 2-6 team. It's a great team they're playing Saturday. Very physical. Everybody's going to the NFL.
Their style, their scheme. If they're not coached up and doing what they're supposed to, they could get beat pretty bad on Saturday.
And it's the only reason they're 2-6 is because they're number 127 out of 130 on turnover margin. So might have a little bit to do with it.
It might have something to do with it. That does have a lot to do with it.
So Dabo doing what coaches should do, getting his team focused on the game this week. Questions about playoffs. He didn't want to talk about playoffs. Wants to talk about Louisville. So kind of a dry day of interviews. Clemson, obviously, another big game. Biggest game of the year. Mm-hmm. That's what they say every week. Another noon game, which we love.
media,
You guys
don't.
don't, but
Media, we love
yes, we get to watch some football, and we'll be out of here before 2 a.m.
We get to actually enjoy a football Saturday like you guys do. That's why we like noon games.
That's right. Well, we get to enjoy a little bit of it, not quite like you guys. But,
Right.
Stay tuned to TCI all week long. We'll have everything covered for you, have the game covered, and next week we'll get ready to head up to Boston College for a huge game. Stay tuned tonight. First college football rankings come out from the committee. TCI's got it all covered for you on the most complete site for Clemson football coverage.